The test series between India and South Africa is underway and all focus is on one man, Shubman Gill, the captain of the Indian test side. It's an envious place to be in, for sure, especially for someone that young, but that also means added pressure and scrutiny. And so, the question is, does he have it in him to go through the rigor and understand it all fully well? Now, leading the national test side is no walk in the park. But the best part is Shubman Gill's trial by fire at least took place already against England. It was challenging, it was intimidating, yet he managed to stand his ground and lead from the front. But that's the thing, it's easy to feel that's the momentum this Indian side will carry forward to the series against world champion South Africa, but that's definitely not true, at least for Gill, who's coming off a not-so-flattering T20 series against Australia. But that's the beauty and testing times that Gill is living through currently. He just came off after captaining a series against Australia in an ODI tour, leading seniors, of course, playing under Suryakumar Yadav in the T20Is format. And within a week, he's now leading the test side against South Africa in India. The opposition is different, the conditions different, so too the requirements. But the bigger worry for experts is not so much the shift in captaincy, though that is also a very, very heavy one to carry forward, rather it's a shift in mindset, especially when it comes to his batting.
His biggest challenge will be adjusting to different formats as quickly as possible. In Test cricket, you need temperament, patience, and you also need to change your game plan according to the format, and to do that very quickly is always challenging for any top-class player.
There are very few players in world cricket who have managed to stamp their authority across all three formats and lead the side with ease and effortlessness. The volume of cricket is, of course, one big factor, but even if we put the whole question of workload aside for just a bit, it shouldn't really try Gill so much, especially since he's all of just 26, but that's still a factor. The larger question is what Pujara alludes to. Pujara, of course, one of India's former cricketers who's done really well in this format himself. Someone who did the grind in the longest format and tried to do his best across the shorter ones. So he knows what it takes and what alterations you have to make it work, especially mentally as a cricketer.
Someone like Shubman, who is still a young player, doesn't really have a heavy physical workload, but mentally it can be challenging. Now he suddenly has to shift from white ball to red ball cricket, not in Australia, but in India, where the conditions are completely different.
Now add the likelihood of Gill batting at the critical all-important number 3 position, either that or opening, of course, because your top 3 in any side is reserved for the best and technically most sound batters. So the pressure is on. There is no softer or more polite way of putting this out there. The one good thing, of course, though, is that Gill has time on his hands. The management clearly wants to keep the faith in his abilities as a leader in the batting lineup and out there on the field. And when your management backs you, that's half the battle won. He has a great core group around him across all formats, from the seniors in Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli in the ODI format to the likes of KL Rahul, Jasprit Bumrah and Ravindra Jadeja in tests. So while it is overall a daunting challenge, one thing is sure, he has the support and the assistance from all quarters here. How well he can adapt, soak in that pressure, and well, enjoy the weight of expectations rather than getting burdened by it all is what could really define the coming year for Shubman Gill.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all 3 just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.